It's blooming.
Hey, is this thing on?
We are.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of our recording. I'm 007 Gage Sutton here with the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton. The 5'5" of pure temptation. Mr. Missionary.
Okay, I'm not a Mr. Missionary.
No, okay, my bad. Sorry, I get your nicknames mixed up.
But you do.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this guy.
And today we're joined by Nolan for the second time. Woo!
White Boy Wonder, Volume 2. I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got more confidence this time.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a little tanner. We'll
Right.
talk about my trips.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that for sure, man. Doing these island boy trips. I know.
Island boy.
Island boys.
I'm an island boy.
All right. So I guess let's just get started. Let's get straight into it. There's a lot I want to talk about this week. I know there's a lot that happened in the entertainment.
This is the
sphere.
funniest the internet has been in like a long ass time.
It's been awesome.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Let me start with, I guess, the one that was really funny to me. I'm going to go with the Zach Wilson saga, I guess is what we're going to call it. If you don't know, Zach Wilson is the second-year quarterback of the New York Jets, and he just... some news came out that he had sex with his mom. He had sex with his mom's best friend.
Which the craziest part is a Zach Wilson story just about sex would be crazy in of it by itself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not...
But
Am I wrong?
he's right because he
I didn't hear
he
the
went to
story
BYU.
I
He's
saw
a
it.
Mormon boy.
Yeah.
Do you have to be Mormon to go to BYU?
You don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, look at Zach Wilson. Look at me. You guys thought I was
Wait, are
Mormon.
you Mormon?
No.
No. Okay.
But like, I'm prototypical white guy from Utah. He's probably even more prototypical white guy from Utah. What would you imagine? Quarterback for BYU. He could have gone to University of Utah. That one's more fun.
Yeah, but I didn't know you had to be Mormon to go to BYU. It's the same thing as like, do you have to be like Catholic or to go to Baylor or what is it? Baylor, is it Catholic or what is it?
No, it's not Catholic.
A&M.
It's,
They're Baptist, ain't
yeah, Baptist, I think, right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you have to be
No.
Mormon to go to BYU.
But like,
Can you be Muslim and go?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
when I do this.
I'm just asking. I'm asking the question that people want to know. Right?
But look, like Zach Wilson, when you're an NFL quarterback, you can get pretty much whoever you want.
Yeah.
Within respect.
Yeah.
And he chose to be a city boy
City
boy!
boy.
and go out and get his friend's mom's friend.
Yeah.
Which is, like, you could, if you're Zach Wilson, you could probably go get most 40-year-old women that are single. If you just be like, hey, I'm the New York Jets quarterback. I'm Zach Wilson. Nice to meet you. What are you doing tonight? You want to wine and dine? But he chose to be toxic and be a city boy and say,
Is that toxic? One day we're gonna have a conversation on this podcast.
is
about,
cheating on your girlfriend toxic?
That's not what I said.
He's cheating on his girlfriend.
Hey, but it's also with your mom's best friend.
That's the part of like is with your mom's best friend. Getting with your mom's best friend is that toxic?
Yes. That's
Why?
weird,
I mean-
toxic.
Toxic is one of those words. One episode, not today. Not today. We're gonna get into the deep dive of what the word toxic actually means.
Yeah.
Because with the whole Brent Fires album coming out, and people have been using the word toxic for the past year and a half, 2 years now. People don't know what like that word means. I don't think people understand what toxic
Look,
is.
I think toxic is like ruining something that's established. In a sneaky way.
Nah.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
not.
save toxic for another day.
What do you mean by that?
Like this guy, because
You need a toxic person on here to explain toxicity?
yes, and I think I know just the guy.
All right, well, we'll keep that in mind for another episode to talk about the toxicity.
But let's keep on it, right? So he cheated allegedly, right? I don't want to put cheating.
Allegedly. But so the reason this came out was because his ex-girlfriend, who she was at the draft with him, they'd been together for a while. I guess something happened between them, and she ended up starting dating his college roommate and best friend, Dax Milne, I think is what his name is.
Bro. Side note. His sister.
Oh yeah. Have you seen her?
No. Hey,
if
you've seen
I'm taking
Dax Milne, man, if you listen to the podcast, man, put in a good word for your boy. Like, for those who are listening and watching, just know that the goods are there. You know what I'm saying? Like the goods are definitely there. She's on TikTok. If you find her on TikTok,
Yeah.
you know, tell her Ethan sent you.
But anyway,
Yeah.
She's really bad. So if you're watching our recording, hit us up.
Bad.
Join the pod. Why not?
I'm
Right?
taking.
Oh, you're taking that.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
get
not
into
doing
that a
this.
little bit actually.
Off the market. If you went to go look at my first episode with the boys, I said I was single. That is not the case anymore.
Woo! Progress, right?
Yeah. I guess that's.
I'm sorry.
You don't seem
Nah,
too happy about
I
that.
had to.
No,
this is
I-
also. I wanted to wait.
I thought we had something.
I wanted to wait till the cameras were on. Ethan, I wanted to issue a formal apology that our future plans are ruined of having a big house, multiple, lots of kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's scientifically possible with us.
No, we were gonna figure it out. I thought we were gonna do this together. You know what I'm saying? But,
I'll ask.
You made your choice. It's okay.
I'll ask my girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so back to the whole Zach Wilson situation. So his ex-girlfriend got with Dax Milne, his best friend, and someone in her comment section called her a homie hopper. She didn't take very kindly to that, and she ended up responding with, "Oh, well, I wasn't the one who fucked my mom's best friend." And the world went wild. Everyone was saying Zach Wilson's the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm on this boat now. And it's really, yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult because I pose this question to y'all. Right?
Okay, let's hear it.
Is she a homie hopper for hopping with his best friend if he cheated on her with his mom's best friend?
Yeah.
No,
I think the definition of a homie hopper is if you just have sex with your boyfriend's best or
So
girlfriend.
he's a homie. So he cheated.
He went with his mom's best friend. That's
a
not
homie hopper.
No.
No.
A homie hopper.
That's a homie hopper.
A homie hopper would be Zach Wilson
Fucking
going out
her best friend.
fucking her best friend.
Not his mom's best friend.
That's still homie hopping.
No.
He homie hops his mom.
Zach Wilson homie hopped his
Oh
mom.
my god.
Can we title that the episode?
Zach Wilson homie hopped his mom. No. I for real think that counts as homie hopping because I subscribe to the belief in a relationship that whatever, if you get cheated on, right, you are allowed to do the exact same thing back to that person and it doesn't count.
She didn't do the exact
That is the exact same thing.
She should have fucked his dad's best friend.
Nah.
Or his dad.
Or her dad's best friend.
Nick, go worse. Go deeper. I go for deep cuts. That's a deep cut. Wow, you don't care if I sleep with your dad's best friend. I want to sleep with your best friend. especially if you cheat first. That's fair game.
But she did. She fucked Dax Miller.
No. I think he cheated first.
Okay, so I think that's where things the integrity
Allegedly is very important in this.
allegedly, because the integrity of journalists is the most important thing, right?
And we are journalists.
We are journalists.
Like Hunter Biden.
Okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But on TikTok, we were talking a little bit about it. The guy was saying, some guy was saying that it wasn't his mom's best friend. It was just an older woman.
Yeah.
How do we feel about this with Zach Wilson? Like, does this make him the greatest quarterback of all time?
I still think I rate Jimmy G higher.
No.
People give him the name porn star Jimmy just because he went on a date with a porn star.
But you see the way she looked?
I didn't care that much.
Okay.
I didn't see her.
All right, dude. I'm not gonna
Well, I didn't. I saw the pictures, right? But I didn't do any further research.
Yeah, I bet you didn't. No. But a guy like me I'm from around the way. I'm leaving there with something, all right? If I do research, I'm going to find something, right? But I'm with you, Gage, right? If Zach Wilson did allegedly cheat on his girlfriend with an older woman that may or may not have known his mother, if he's the greatest quarterback of all time, then does that make Lou Will the greatest basketball player of all time? Because he did have two girlfriends at the same time. And he did. You guys remember when he stopped a guy robbing him?
Yeah.
By giving him McDonald's? Or talking him down and giving him McDonald's? That makes him the greatest basketball player of all time. Because that's even wilder.
Well,
what about Jimmy Butler sleeping with Rachel Nichols in the bubble?
Did that happen?
It's been alleged. You haven't seen the reports.
I mean,
about that?
I've seen that, but like
I think it got leaked that they hung out after because she also interviewed him when the Miami Heat made the finals.
This is a Nolan Phillips special. This opinion has nothing to do with our recording. I'm gonna put it on the screen. This has nothing to do with our recording. It's a Nolan Phillips special. Keep going.
I'm just saying, Jimmy Butler, if he did sleep with Rachel Nichols or did anything with Rachel Nichols in the bubble, when you weren't allowed to have guests, you weren't allowed to basically even be close to your teammates outside of the games, that's a W.
No, I don't know if Rachel Nichols did or did not sleep with Jimmy Butler. She said she didn't, right? Or she's probably alluded that she definitely
Allegedly.
did it. Allegedly sleep with him. But I do think a lot of these basketball players are getting some wild shit off in the bubble. And I hope one day we get a documentary of what actually went on behind the scenes in that bubble. Because I got to know. Ain't no way you're going to have that many dudes in one place, right? And expect nothing to happen.
Jimmy Butler was playing 40 minutes a night, had his own coffee shop, and allegedly slept with Rachel Nichols. All while COVID was peaking at its peak, or when all these players were in the bubble. I think that's top 5 behavior.
That's not better than Lil. That's not better than Lil.
Okay, but see, where do we draw?
They don't touch Lil.
Where do we draw the line between, damn, this guy's got that dog in him, and wow, this guy's a real scumbag? Because you could also look back at Delonte West and what he did with LeBron James' mom.
Okay, all right. See, we're going down this
Is that? Am I wrong?
But there goes our chances of getting LeBron on the podcast just because Gage wanted to
Oh
say
my
it.
God, bro!
It's all alleged.
It's all alleged. Yeah, exactly. But like,
We can have LeBron on here to clear it up.
But we don't hold
just because of
Delonte.
Gage, right? Just because of Gage.
But we don't hold Delonte West to this like, oh, he's the GOAT because he slept with LeBron's mom. But like, we're gonna look at a guy like.
But we bring down
Lil
LeBron's
Willard.
mom.
What?
I'm just playing.
Oh,
She's a sweetheart.
You don't know. Okay, we keep getting distracted. We keep getting
Wrap it up.
Okay, wrap up the Zach Wilson.
where's the segue, man?
No, but I do think that's wild if he did do that. You know what I mean? And I'm with his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like you sleep. You want to chill with me with your mom's best friend? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm finna pop this shit out for your best friend. That's the type of time I'm on.
We'll see how that wraps up. I mean, he might. The Jets got some pieces.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I'm lying, they did not.
They did. They got Garrett Wilson, man. They got Breece Hall, who I think is going to be a really good running back.
I think so too.
Hey, Zach Wilson, first quarterback in Jets since 2018 to score 40 or more points.
It should
Anyway,
have
moving on.
been like 40 or more seconds. but-
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's shoot. Let's set up this way too
Okay,
much.
so yeah, let's talk about another guy who might have that dog in him.
He definitely has that dog in his
Hunter Biden, man.
Hunter Biden. Let's give a shout out to Hunter
Wait,
Biden.
are we clapping for him?
We're clapping for Hunter Biden.
I'll clap for him.
This is the come on, clap for Hunter Biden.
Here's my. Sorry, hold on, go for it.
Hunter Biden is already. We're not even. Are we halfway through Biden's presidency?
In December.
Right?
Yeah.
Hunter Biden is already the best child of a president ever. Like that whole 2-minute and 30-second compilation of the stuff he was going, that puts him on a higher pedestal.
I think, obviously, when you get up with that kind of political stuff, the media is gonna take everything with. Because you saw what happened with Michelle's daughter, or Obama's daughter,
Yeah.
where she like smoked weed one time, and it was like, oh my God, she's gonna die, and like Obama's such a terrible father. Nah, like she's just smoking weed.
And that is I think a weird what's it called, a double
Standard.
double standard. Thank you. Is that like if you see the like you know what I mean? It's a black girl and she was smoking weed, and now all the news cares about is a black girl smoking weed, but Hunter Biden is getting slutted out by prostitutes from here to Taiwan. And
That video was crazy. It was a whole. So if you haven't seen the video, it's a
we're
whole.
gonna put it on the screen right now.
No,
We're gonna put it on the screen right here.
I don't know.
It gets clipped. Like there's certain bits that like.
I was gonna say drop the link.
Yeah, I put. You will see it. 'Cause it's the best. It's the best, bro. He was going wild.
It's a compilation of Hunter taking videos of himself doing a bunch of activities
with people.
with women and
Women is the question mark.
Oh my God.
All right. Wait, okay.
Are we recording just turned into a political podcast?
No.
I'm just kidding.
But what I'm saying is, he wasn't doing stuff with just women. He was doing wild boy stuff. Hunter Biden was.
We're talking about the substances too, right?
Yes.
The H.
Like the fact that he's doing
He was on heroin.
Allegedly, he was on heroin and crack.
And let's just
you know how
preface-
much you have to hate. You know how much you have to hate.
He was
it.
on crack.
We should also
He was on
preface.
crack.
We should also preface that this is allegedly Hunter Biden in the video.
Yeah, allegedly Hunter Biden on nuts.
Allegedly, no. There's proof of this.
No, bro. Because when he got hacked, I was like, ain't no way. Like they're like, bro, he's like literally snorting all this stuff off of prostitutes. This, that,
Sweat
and the third.
dripping down the nose.
Exactly,
everything.
right? Bro, I watched the video, bro. For you to be a white guy doing crack in 2022, you must hate your father. You must hate serious daddy issues. Because ain't no way Hunter Biden should be doing crack. like out of all the drugs that are out there, like he's doing crack with prostitutes is wild to me.
And allegedly on the H, like
What?
you have to, especially to be a president's son, to be allegedly doing these things, and to be videoed and released.
It's hilarious.
He's
the best kid. He's the best kid. Wasn't the first.
He's
child.
going off.
The first child.
He's the first child, bro. He's nuts, bro.
Prodigal son.
Put him over all the president's kids. Young Bush. Put him over everybody. The Kennedy kids. Like, bro, he was Hunter Biden's already like halfway. I can't wait to see what he's got next for
The
us.
Kennedy kids were throwing it down though.
No, they were, but they weren't doing it like this.
I agree.
Hunter Biden was going wild.
Man, that.
Is that what y'all would do if y'all were like the kid of a president? Go wild like Hunter Biden?
No.
I don't think I would do crack now.
Not the crack.
Everything else, huh?
What do you mean?
Watch the video. Everything else. Everything else that
We'll let you decide for yourself.
So Papa Hamilton 2024.
Yeah. If Hunter Biden, if I was Ethan Biden, right? Like if I was Ethan Biden, right? And I hated my dad Joey, I think I would have done a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't ever let me get in power. Like that's
like I said, Papa Hamilton.
Fuck you, Dad. Like that was like some emo punk rock stuff.
Like I said, Papa Hamilton 2024. What can go wrong?
Everything.
So do we know like the locations of like where he's been doing this? Has he been doing this like on our homeland, or is he
Probably?
He's Mr. World. Like I
He's
think
Mr.
we should.
Worldwide.
I think we
Yeah.
should take down the title from Pitbull of Mr. Worldwide and give
Put
it
it
to
Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
I'm not even. I'm with fun. I gotta figure out like more details about this video because this is a wild video. Like, bro, he was weighing crack, and like I saw somebody compare that to like that one day when his pops was like a senator.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how like if you have this much crack, like you should go to jail, this and that, and it's like, and you saw how much Hunter Biden had in that tray, and it's like, dog. Hunter Biden should be going away for a very long time.
he's locked up, man?
What?
I'm
That was
locked up.
Don't let me out. Don't let that video is nuts, bro.
But the reason I was asking if like whether he was doing it here or if he was in a different country is, I feel like if you're in a different country, that kind of gives you like the ability to like step out and do something different. You know what I mean? Like do stuff that you wouldn't do here.
I'm gonna walk with you.
Yeah, walk with me.
Don't do this.
Right?
Don't do this.
I'm with you, right? Because we've all heard the stories, right, of like celebrities going to DR and doing certain activities in DR, right? So to see Hunter Biden do this, probably, I think a lot of this stuff he did it here, but he definitely did some of this stuff like in other places. So that's why I'm with you. Like if some of this stuff, like if he was like, oh man, like he was in Malaysia one weekend, right? He's like, damn, I really gotta get my dick sucked. And if you want to pay a prostitute to get his dick sucked, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world.
You think he uses like, oh, my dad's the president, like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I promise you, if I didn't know who Hunter Biden looked like. I saw that they've been calling him like a crackhead and stuff for like the past 2 years, but like I haven't actually seen him since this like footage.
Yeah.
And if I saw him like walking around, I'd probably be like, damn, that guy look like Joe Biden. But I should leave it alone. Like I don't think I would like be like, damn, that's really the president's son.
That's probably how he was picking up those girls too. You just walk into the bar and be like, "Hey, my dad's the president of the United States.
That's a
Want to do some crack?"
I see, but I don't think that's like that much of a precedent anymore. Like, I don't think like any president's son can be like, oh, my dad's the president. And, like a lot of girls would be like, oh my god.
Or guys, you know what I mean? 2022.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree. No, but I think it still works. I think that line will never not work.
Well, I mean, a lie for anything would work. I could say I'm a prospect for the Houston Astros, and
no, but if he's actually Hunter Biden, so I think that line of like, hey, like,
like he could show ID and everything and be like, look at the last
name. He took a picture, like a Christmas picture of him and Sleepy Joe. Like
you stack Kansas spaghetti sauce.
Nah, bro, like that's wild. Because honestly, do you remember when they made all those jokes about Donnie Jr. doing this stuff, but nobody ever actually like recorded him?
Yeah.
No, this is way
Is this
worse.
all off that laptop that he had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't off the laptop. I think he got his phone hacked or some shit.
That's wild.
Nah.
You think you're the president's son, you'd have stuff on wraps.
Yeah. No, you think he'd have, but that's what I
But
think
I
he wanted to get
because he
caught.
said "fuck you, dad."
Yeah, he doesn't like his pops, so like I think he didn't care at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, Hunter Biden doing this stuff has no bearing. I don't think anybody it changes or sways their mind about his pops. So
No,
I don't
not
think-
at all.
I don't
If
think-
anything, it
made him
makes
cooler.
Makes Joe Biden look worse.
Makes
in my
him
opinion.
look cooler.
He's saying like, fuck you, son.
Or he lets his son do crack. That's awesome.
I don't think he lets him. I just think he's there's Hunter.
Yeah, it's like,
Hunter's on crack again. I guess
Yeah, my son.
Let's just take away these women's rights. That don't make
Wow.
any difference. Sorry,
All right.
sorry. We said we're not a political podcast. Let's move on. Let's talk about. Actually, you know what? Let's keep it with Hunter Biden. I was talking.
I don't like where this is
I
going.
was talking a little bit about how you act a fool in other countries.
I knew you were going with this.
Let's go to what you were doing in Belize.
That's
man.
a great segue.
Listen,
Because if I know Nolan, definitely he was doing some
There was
stuff.
some crazy shit going down in Belize, huh?
not really.
No?
Like I had a girlfriend. Well, I still do have a girlfriend.
Okay. Good correction.
I did.
You should definitely say
Yes.
you should definitely correct it.
I meant in the duration of the Belize trip, I possessed a girlfriend, still do to this
Okay.
day, and I never thought I'd get crazy with that, ever, even before that. Like you
Keep going, bro. You keep going.
You're digging the grave,
you
man.
don't. Listen,
The thing is, being
I was just
I'm
with
all
the-
for being the feds and setting people up for their girlfriend. Like, I would set my friends up with their girlfriends. But I haven't even done anything yet. That's how you know this shit is funny.
yeah. So okay, let me preface. I went to Belize with the boys. It was just simply for the boys.
Okay.
We hang out every summer. We call this thing cabin trip. Stop looking at Gage like that. It's not anything crazy. But we wanted to go
Cabin
international.
trip is a wild name for like a boys trip.
Oh, cabin fever. You get locked in.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
No, I'm all in. So, how was the trip, man?
It was fun. I really enjoyed Belize. I met a couple of people from Texas State. One dude named Ashton. I don't know if he'll ever see this, but talked about Texas State. There was one kind of beer. It's called Bellican. I got really drunk off of it one day because they have the Bellican and then they have the Bellican Stout. And I've been drinking Bellican for like 3 days at this point. I was like, well, I guess I better switch it up. Drink the Bellican Stout.
Is that like beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like Coors and Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's
No,
hard.
I hear you. Yeah.
Just like me, it's the hard version.
The hard
So-
ER?
We'll get to that too.
So I'm drinking these. I slam about 8 of them, and I'm fine. And I've been in the sun. You get a little tan on. Trying to get. Anyway.
That's a dumbass joke. That's such a dumb joke. That was such a dumb joke.
Anyway, I get up. I've been in the sun. I lay in this hammock and I just lay back and I pass out for 30 minutes. My boys have left me. I don't have any reception. They're out of the Wi-Fi of the hotel, so I'm basically stranded in Belize, and I have to. It's a pretty small town of Key Calker. It's an island, but Key Calker. So I wound up asking the locals to be like, we're 5 American boys that seem like they're not up to no good, and they're like, oh, they're in the fucking restaurant. I was like, and I found my friends.
Yeah.
Other
How
than
long
that,
did it take you?
Other than that, probably like an hour.
I would have been scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It was pretty scary. We got offered weed, meth at one point. That was cocaine, definitely. But it was fun. It was a pretty relaxed vacation, just hanging out with the guys. We got drunk. Other than that, called my girlfriend, checked in on her. Had to, obviously.
You have to. See, Ethan's not too happy about the relationship thing. I think he had his feelings hurt a little bit when,
Yeah. So
you decided to take another woman's hand.
Yeah. I also went to the Virgin Islands,
Oh.
and this was another experience. I got coronavirus there. That kind of fucking sucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
if I was you, I would have stayed there.
Well, I gotta come back.
No, I would stay. If I had COVID in like another country, yeah, I'm staying next.
That whole second half, I felt like shit. I just want to go home. And listen, I wore a mask on the plane.
Is that the first time you ever gotten sick on like overseas?
Overseas? Yeah. Considering that's like the 3rd time I've been overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You did it twice in one summer.
I did.
That's crazy.
Wild. But that one, I think the location was better. Belize was more like it was more like a Miami. Not Miami. Kind of like a Fort Lauderdale where it's just kind of nasty at points. But they didn't really have any beaches. They had like man-made beaches. But the Virgin Islands, softest sand, beautiful views. I went up for my parents' 20th anniversary.
Ooh.
And, margaritas on the rocks. That was fun too. So
Very nice.
miss my boys, miss my girlfriend, of course. I felt
We
bad
gotta do
for
a
her.
counter on the screen of how many times he's mentioned them.
Like 6.
Yeah, I gotta keep mentioning it
No,
to break Ethan's heart, man.
No, for sure. That must be nice though that the boys trip actually made it out the group chat.
Oh yeah, we planned it back in February, and I had my doubts that we'd actually all 5 or 6 of us would be able to make it. We had to move it up a week just because of scheduling conflict. My friend had an internship in Boston. We have a friend that's in a boy band that we were talking to before we started recording. Are we recording? A kid that's going to college. So all these different moving pieces, me covering the baseball team and all that kind of stuff. But I'm very glad that we got to get it done and get to see the guys again.
Yeah, because we tried to plan a trip, but it ended in fire. Like it ended in...
Anytime you try to plan a trip with like more than 3 people, it's just a fucking shit show.
Yeah, especially like it's a whole lot easier when we're younger and like parents can talk and then be like, we're just getting the kids together.
Yeah.
But like when all like us young adults have our own money and are like, well, damn, I don't know if I can take a week off of work. That's a whole lot of money. That's rent money. And then also, 5 days around some of your best friends can get tiring at times. I mean, I love my best friends, but when you're around them for 5 straight days, it gets a little bit much.
See, I mean, that's not really the part I worry about with trips, is just like actually like setting it and being like, okay, these are the days we're gonna go, like please let us know if you can go, and like we're gonna book the hotels and all this shit.
Yeah.
And people just like wait till the last minute and don't communicate, and then the plans eventually fall through. That's the worst part about it to me, because like I can kind of see the idea of like, oh yeah, you'll get annoyed with them after you're with them for like a week, but after that you get to come back to bliss and go back to what you were doing.
I feel that. I was so close. Me and my family were going to Cancun like at the end of the month, and I was this close to convincing Trappy Patty to come with us. I was this close to seeing him in a bathing suit. Fuck, I was that close, bro. And then he was like, I got him everything. He's like, how much it was? He's like, all right, I can do that. He's like, all right, when's the dates? This, and he's like, all right, let me go check like my classes to see if I'm still in school. It was his last week of finals. For finals, I was like, fuck. I was like, so like, are you trying to be like a nerd or something and then like actually take your finals, or you want to come with us? And he's like, dog, if they were like online, I would go and just take them when we were there. Yeah. But he's like, they were all in person.
But wouldn't you say Travis is like a shirt in the pool kind of guy?
No, I think he's a socks in the pool kind of guy. I think
shoes in the pool.
No, dude, that's disgusting. If you wear socks in the pool,
that's a black people thing, though.
I want to see Travis shirtless. At least one time in my life.
Pool?
Black people's thing is like having socks, like being fully clothed and going into the pool. Like, me and my cousins, that's like like that's
weird.
No, it is, but it's like I don't.
Well, how does
it work?
Like no, not how does it work, but like
why?
Bring me into the
cookout. Yeah, dumbass. No,
I'll wear socks in the pool if it means I can.
No. I think the whole reason why the socks in the pool is so that you don't like what's it called?
Burn your feet.
No, it's stepping on stuff, like while you're walking around the pool and when you're in the water, like it's just easier, especially when you're climbing like those stairs, like on the water slides.
Are you alleging that like there's stuff in the pools?
Yeah, there's always stuff at the bottom of pools that you step on.
Like what?
Like what? Like rocks and shit? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Babies? Like...
Babies?
Babies.
Babies. What are you drowning?
What I drown in?
I'm drowning.
It's pussy.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
I see there's still a little bit of tension between you guys. Are we gonna like, address it head on?
Lucky I retired to get a fit.
But no, okay, hold on. Nolan, let's talk about it, man.
Yeah.
You got your girlfriend, man.
I do.
I'm really happy for you.
No, I am too. We haven't got a chance to meet her.
Yeah. She lives here.
No, you remind us all the time that she lives in the same apartment.
Because you never hang out with us anymore.
Facts.
No, but it's okay. You know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens to everyone. And the thing is, you are not the only person guilty of it. Every single person I know who gets in a relationship ends up taking a little bit less time with the boys. That's just kind of how it is. Mm-hmm. You gotta spend time with your significant other. It makes sense. But like, what do you think about that? Like, do you think it's kind of like the guy trying to make time for the girlfriend and just kind of forget about the guys, or how do you think that?
I think I mean, in any situation, it should be 50-50. Because I feel like once you find that person that you want to spend time with, you want to start immediately.
Yeah.
Like, you want to spend as much time with that person as you can. And especially because we've been dating for almost 4 months now.
Damn, it's been that long?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I just feel like, especially in this like first stage where you first start to date, like I feel like
The honeymoon phase.
The honeymoon phase. You want to spend as much time as you probably can. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have like your boys' nights and come and record a podcast, go hoop, go on trips, stuff like that. But like when you're just doing nothing at home, like why not have your girlfriend over?
Yeah.
And then stuff like this will happen where it's like, oh, I'll invite her over, and then it'll be like, oh, we're hooping tonight, and be like, well, I just invited her over. And there's nothing wrong with like, hey, like, can I go hoop with the boys? Or like, hey, can I go do this right after you invite them? But I mean, especially in the first 4 months, you don't want to be like, oh, I invited you over, oh, I'm kicking you out.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that. And I definitely can agree with that in the sense of like, you want to make time for, your friends, but you also need to make time for the person who you're trying to create a long relationship with. You don't want to show them that like they're not a priority. You know what I mean? So I don't know, Ethan, what do you think about this? You're the one who was heartbroken by Nolan getting into this relationship.
Just vent it out right now.
No.
Just get it all off your chest.
I want to let you know, in your personal case, like we don't hold nothing against you.
No, not at all.
No, we don't.
No, we love
I think honestly, I think that's a form of I would say personal growth for myself, because I was always the guy in especially like middle school and high school that my friends would get girlfriends, and they would stop talking to like me for like a certain amount of time. And it wouldn't be really any big deal. Like in hindsight, 2020, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I'd always be like rah rah rah, like you don't hang out with us no more, da 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 da. And it's like, dog, like you don't even like now being like a mature 21-year-old. You realize that like
mature?
Yeah, you realize that like you know what I mean. Like that's what that person wants to do with their time. Like that's what they want to do. There's nothing wrong with spending time with a significant other.
And there's no valuing like a single person's time. Like it's just kind of what you want to do. Like I can't retrospectively look at it like, oh, I have to amount this much time with my girlfriend and then this time
with my friends.
I think you can. I think you definitely can. So like you definitely can do that.
Well, okay, I think the problem for guys is when they become like dependent on the girl, and that's the only time you'll ever see your friends is if she's with him. You know what I mean?
It's
it would be different if the only time we ever saw you was with your girlfriend.
But that's not dependent, because he's not depending on her for anything.
I feel like
like company and like attention maybe, but like he's not dependent on her from that. You know what I mean? I think hold on, no. But I think a lot of the cases what we confuse that with being like a lot of these guys, right? They get a girlfriend, they stop talking to their friends, and we're like, damn, it's the girl's fault. In reality, it's the guy's fault for the most part, or vice versa. Because at the end of the day, they're the person that like can choose, hey, tonight I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, or tonight I'm gonna go hang out with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They have the ability, you have the ability to allocate time towards specific groups of people in your life. But the problem comes when not the problem, but like the realization I think a lot of us need to have is a lot of your friends aren't really your friends when they get a girlfriend. Like they replace y'all with the girlfriend because they don't really see you as friends, right? We all have people, that's just the hard truth. Like we know some friends that like when they get a girlfriend, they stop talking to their friends, and it's like, well, were they really friends in the first place?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
because we've all heard stories of like, not even like, we're not calling anybody out specifically, like let's make that clear, but we've all have situations with like people in our life where you're like, man, like why don't you start hanging out with this person or this person or this person more? You hang out with them and you listen to your friend talking, and you're like, they're like, nah, I just want to take care of your girlfriend, and all you can think of is, but bro, those used to be your friends, like why don't you hang out with them? But the real answer is they weren't really friends.
Well,
let's realize it. Like they weren't really friends.
Yeah, can I throw mine out?
Yeah, go for it.
So I think every like obviously everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why I've taken like such a back step to y'all, and of course I apologize for that, and I've missed out on all the hoop sessions and everything.
No, I don't.
But
okay, I have to.
The reason that I really like,
you missed out on the orgies, man.
and it's not really even like giving her the time. It's that I want to spend it with her and like see her and all that kind of stuff. Is that for me, I didn't really reach out to girls all that much. Like I was never like, hey, let's go on a date, or like, hey, I think you're cute. I always like stayed more reserved, and like, of course I did like try for girls before I met Lexi, but like the fact that like she chose me and like came after me was a really huge thing of like she wants to talk to me, which is like a whole world changer of why I adore her so much, is that she chose me.
I think it's a psychological thing too, bro. I think about this a lot, is when you fall in love and like you want to spend time with somebody, I think I don't know if I read this somewhere or saw this on TikTok or something, but when you like have loving feelings towards someone, the same chemical in your brain that goes off when like you're addicted to hard drugs is the same feeling that goes on in your brain when you're in love with somebody and that you want to spend time with them. So I feel like some people like forget sometimes, like not meaningfully, but like they're so addicted to that feeling of
that
like euphoria. Yeah, exactly. That they kind of put everything else on the back burner, and then that can become a problem because like if you're not reaching out to your friends and keeping in touch with them, if that relationship falls to shit, you're gonna be depressed as fuck and no one's gonna be there for you.
Yeah.
So you have to find that balance where like you have basically is like
which I'm still working on because
and to keep it more brash, right? This isn't the first girlfriend you've had, no?
Well, it's the first since high school, like serious relationship.
But is that the first girlfriend you had? Right?
I wouldn't even consider the ones in high school my girlfriend.
Okay.
It was more like a high school thing. Like, I want to date a girl.
Okay, let's keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it 1,000, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of these guys that get girlfriends, it's their first. A lot of these guys that get these girlfriends, it's their first chance at consistent pussy. That's why they act the way they do. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. That's what a lot of these guys that act. That's why they act like that. I'm not talking about you.
I know,
but I think a lot of the friends that we've had or the people we met that they stopped hanging out with their friends is because of that reason. It's superficial, but that's what it is.
But you guys are talking about like hookup culture. I think it's easier than ever for a person to hook up.
that's fair.
I mean,
but it's not the same as like a hookup culture is not the same.
So you're saying the same girl or guy, as constant.
Yeah,
that's what you mean. Not like constant as in her.
It's easier for me to call. It's called. Ooh, what's a sexy name? Marie.
Chrysanthemum.
Okay, I'm done.
Cinnamon with an S.
Just stop. Let's do Marie, right? Marie, right? It's different if I call Marie up twice a week and be like, "Hey, come over at this time and let's hang out." Than me every single night going to the square or going to Tinder and having to fake my personality or trick one of these poor young women into sleeping with me. You know
Poor young women.
I wouldn't say trick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's way easier the first and the second. And I think if all of us had to choose which one we'd rather have, it's the first, then the second.
I mean, that's fair, but
there's some people that are addicted to the chase, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, and me myself, I would subscribe to that to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So
but you're a lover boy though.
I'm a lover boy. I be trying to tell y'all this, right?
So see, like you wouldn't be happier in a relationship. You don't think?
No. I be telling y'all, bro. I will be the best husband and best partner, better than all you niggas. I already know. You can book it. I'm a CLB. Ooh, I'm a CLB boy. I'm so in tune. Like I'm so in tune with just like relationships. Like you don't understand. Like I'm the.
You got the feminine energy, bro. You just understand it. Like
I really understand a female body better than anybody.
So you go in the garage and up where the bikes are?
Yeah, like I know.
No, hold on.
I know my outfit is front and back.
Apparently, the only thing you know more than a female's body is a sheep's body, because you pitched some crazy shit to me for this episode.
No. All right, so like keep in mind of me being a CLB, right? Okay. I think I found this video on the internet that we're gonna put on the screen right now, and for our viewers listening, I'm gonna narrate what it looked like to me.
I can't believe this is happening.
Do you have the video so we can show Nolan?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to Nolan in a second. But the way the video worked, it was sheep, right? Freshly cut with a fade, right? Freshly cut with a fade, right?
The sheep just got
a sheep just got a one, but the sheep, right? They were all lined up in a row, and they had dumpies, bro. Who knew sheeps had dumpies?
Stop.
Sheeps have dumpies, bro. That's the thing. I think sheeps might have the fattest asses in the animal kingdom.
Not elephant?
Nah.
Baboon?
Ooh.
That one's tough.
It's a pretty ass. But I think.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Oh,
I'm gonna find that sheep video. Oh,
We're talking about.
Here it is. Don't tell me that sheeps don't have the prettiest asses in the animal kingdom. Like, they really do. This is not a question. Those are some fucking...
Why is he like...
Oh my god.
Those are some monsters. Like, if I saw this... Like, if all of us saw this on the square, like...
Bro, the bounce back, too.
What do Dan be saying? The recoil.
The recoil.
I'm telling you, like...
That's disgusting.
Why?
But that leads me to a bigger question, right?
Why is this a topic?
If you had to
No.
pick any animal in the animal kingdom
A
to
human.
sleep with,
A human.
a human, right?
Am I wrong?
What you going with? Don't be lame like him. Pick a good answer.
I feel like we're crossing a line here. Are we?
No.
Are we?
In a universe where bestiality.
But for the boys fans out there, someone's gonna choose an octopus.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Because of the
monsters
disease.
for it.
Don't they have like two?
Huh?
Like vaginas? Don't octopus pie have two octopuses?
Yeah. What is the plural for octopus?
Octopi.
Octopi.
Octopussy?
Stop.
No.
But I feel like it's a fact that they have two.
Okay, the thing is, y'all are dodging.
Can we fact check that?
Fact
Okay,
check that.
not that I would. Not that I would.
Okay, all right. Let
But
me see.
Can I ask you a question? How would a snake work?
How would a snake work? You seen those?
I'm not
you seen
saying
those like.
that.
Ooh,
You
fact 3.
Oh,
3.
You might have to go with the octopus.
Okay. Let's set it up, right? Let's set.
Wait, am I wrong?
We can run a 3. We can run a 3.
Stop.
Oh
Stop. Dude.
All right, here, hold on. Let's.
Okay, let's start. Let me start a question. Okay, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
In a world where bestiality is acceptable.
Where is it acceptable?
In a world.
It's illegal.
In a world.
Oh, okay. I thought you
In a
said
world.
like in a world like today.
No, in a world where bestiality is acceptable, if you had to make love with an animal, which animal would it be?
Human. I'm not, bro. They squawk, they roar, they fucking. No.
It's a human for you.
I want sweet talk.
I don't know, man. This topic makes me
Pick an
uncomfortable.
animal.
You pick first.
Okay, the octopus.
Okay.
Fine, I'll go with snake.
We can run a B3 man with that.
Stop.
brother.
I'm going with snake. I don't even know how it would work. I just.
Have you seen those porn star fleshlights?
Yes, everyone's seen them, right?
Everyone's bought them,
I
right?
feel like that.
Everyone
would,
has one.
What if they did one with snakes? Like, oh my god, this is the king cobra. This is a king cobra.
This is a rattler.
This is a rattler, and it like little. It doesn't look.
Oh, sick, man. Get up. Come on, man.
He pushed me.
You pushed our guest.
What is your answer?
For me, it's
Gotta be sheep, right? I mean, this is the whole
I actually
reason.
right? Sheep's got nice ass and stuff.
You know, okay, wait. This is also, I know this as a fact. There are 3 species in the world that have sex for fun: humans, monkeys, and dolphins.
I go crazy with a dolphin. So if I couldn't pick sheeps, right? Even though sheeps have like that bubble butt, I'd probably go with a dolphin. I feel like a dolphin like could like connect.
Dolphin literally.
No, they
like-
have a blowhole, a literal blowhole.
I'm not gonna lie, I met a chick and she said she had a blowhole. I don't think I could call. Like there wouldn't be a phone in the world that I could call faster on.
Oh, that's sick.
But literally, the dolphins are the city boys of the underworld, underwater.
On the underworld.
They will literally.
Demonic dolphins.
It's
man.
either this or seahorses.
Oh,
but
shit.
male dolphins will impregnate a female dolphin and kill the baby dolphin. So
that
they
could be
can-
cool. Like I'm being like a baby daddy, but as a seahorse. Like I kind of like that.
Oh yeah, because the seahorses like change genders after
The
they.
males are the ones that get pregnant.
Oh,
I lied. I don't wanna get
okay.
pregnant.
Then there's an animal that like switches genders. Like, is it?
Clownfish.
Is it clown? It's a clownfish. Yeah. See, fish are just weird.
Why do I know this? No, next question.
Thank you, thank you, Xavier. We should probably just move off this.
Nah, like
We're incriminating ourselves with this.
no,
one.
but this is in a world. This is in a world
But
where
no,
like,
actually, he's incriminating himself.
y'all
How do
are-
we incriminate
can-
us for a little while?
Can,
Hold on.
can we
Hold on,
cut
hold on.
hypothetically in before everything?
no.
Okay.
Look at what happened. This brought up something that happened to me, and
What happened to you?
Okay, let me finish this.
Oh.
Let me land. Right in like freshman year, right of college, I'm like there's a video surfacing of this chick getting raw dogged at this high school next to mine by a dog of hers, right?
Oh, what?
And that is not in a world
Okay,
where
right.
bestiality is allowed. So that was the wildest thing. I think, like, I don't know how you could go to school, like, and you're like, oh, I just let Buddy like slut me out, like.
Stop, bro.
All right, let's move on.
What?
This is just really getting uncomfortable.
No,
We're
no,
talking
okay, I
about
don't
having
make-
sex with animals.
I don't want to make.
I said snake just to be done with the conversation.
Got you.
Yeah. You brought up dolphins.
And
No, he actually brought up dolphins.
I brought up a fact about dolphins.
So he's the one.
Just
that
like Xavier brought up a fact about clownfish. I mean, we'll just move on, right?
Yeah. What else we got?
Let's talk about you incriminated yourself for a little while. Let's incriminate me and Nolan.
Okay, so
Let's talk about Roddy Ricch.
Let's talk about incriminating, right? So
I did see this video.
You were talking about the Roddy Ricch video.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What?
I'm in the group chat the other day where Nolan put that one picture of Travis.
Which you made me put.
No,
Stop. Don't need.
no.
X behind the camera can attest. Gage right
X,
here.
did I make that video for him, black man?
You want to put them on me?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ethan did, man. I can't incriminate Nolan, man.
Thank you.
He got a girl now. He's a family man.
I'm a
trying to-
family. I have a stepson, beautiful
Exactly.
golden retriever.
Exactly. I can't do that, man.
I have shit to lose,
That
and
kid
you're,
needs-
and you're putting me on the spot.
That kid needs his father.
The thing is, I could put you on the spot. but it's
You,
not that type of fight
Marcus, Travis have all put me in a position. You've edited my pictures.
today. Yes, we have. And we'll do it again.
So let's talk about Roddy Ricch. He was performing in the UK, doing a huge festival, and time for everyone to sing along to The Box, his best and most biggest song. In case you didn't know, there are a lot of white people in the UK, and they were singing every lyric to the song.
I thought you guys were going to talk about the video of Shaq West.
Shaq West.
Shaq
God, you're white.
No, it was
Who was it?
it was Shaq West. What's the song?
Shaq West.
What's the song?
Obama.
Mo Bamba. He was performing Mo Bamba, and there was like a drone shot, and I mean, the crowd was reflective, and everyone sang the part.
What part?
Pull up the lyrics. Can we play it?
Yeah, let's let him. Here, I'll say it with you.
I'll
Yeah.
say it with you.
No. For those who are, what we're talking about, right, is that Wireless Fest this past weekend, Roddy Ricch was playing the box, right? And as a performer, right, you've seen horror stories of artists bringing people on stage. Kendrick Lamar famously, what was it, swimming pools?
I think it was Mad City.
It was Mad City, right? He brought a white woman on stage to rap Mad City. And she proceeded to rap every lyric of Mad City. And the whole time
Every
Kendrick
lyric.
was like, and I think at the end he took the mic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a weird like situation because if I'm an artist and I bring someone on stage, right? I think artists got to do a little better at that. Like
I agree.
If you're setting them up, like, and then you're wrong. They should. Don't get me wrong. White folks, y'all should quit. Especially these two need to stop saying the N-word.
Stop.
Oh
Don't
my
even
God.
do that. Why do I do this?
Yeah, I know. We
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Can you say that's false?
You need to.
Do I need to grab the mic?
No, but you black artists, please stop bringing white people up stage to rap your lyrics. Like enough is enough. Like quit setting them up.
So
like,
can white artists? Never mind.
No, okay, so hold on. But this is kind of why I wanted to bring this discussion to the table because Roddy Ricch didn't bring anybody on stage. The discussion was about everyone in the crowd saying it, where the question was becoming, well, is it acceptable to say in a festival situation? And there are a lot of people who have come out and said, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Did you see Schoolboy Q's interview about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see like what your take and what your takes
in the
are.
Schoolboy Q interview, he talked about how in his personal opinion, it does not bother him if white people at his shows say the N-word to his songs, not just say.
Just to say it.
Yeah, but to say it in
It's like once you enter these gates, you get the superpower.
the superpower, yes. But he said, if I wrote the song, I made it for people to sing along, no matter what color you are.
And you
da-da-da.
paid to be at my show, so I'm not going to be mad at you for saying
Like
it.
if you buy a ticket to an artist that has profane songs, you would have to understand if they're going to be played, and people are probably going to sing along.
Yeah.
I would say as a concert goer, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. Like if I buy a ticket to the UFC and I hate violence, what am I doing? I know what's gonna happen.
I feel like it's different though because like hip hop is a black dominated genre, and you've got black performers on stage with white people singing the N-word, and I could understand how that would make someone feel a type of
Yes.
way because obviously
You're on stage and 20,000 people just scream nigga at you.
exactly
Like, that would terrify
exactly
me.
right. So that's kind of why I wanted to see is like what do you think about it? Like is there a line that needs to be drawn on this?
I think at shows, right? I think it's if you're white, it's pretty simple. Just don't say it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I think it's, even if it's in the song,
Just skip it. It's not hard to skip
It's
it.
really not. I remember like in the early 2000s where there's a strong like 2-3 months with it where white folk thought they could say it, and they're like, well, it's in this song, like it's so hard. It's like it's so hard for me not to say it. And it's like,
It's so hard for me. I have this overwhelming urge.
It's like I'm like Hunter
scratching
Biden
it.
in that crowd. Like I'm itching at the opportunity.
Shit like Hunter Biden, no. But I do think you're right. Like I think if you're white, just don't say it.
Yeah.
And I think but I do think if you're a black artist and you have the nigga in a song, you should be prepared for white folk to scream it at, not scream it at you, but you should be prepared for white folk to say it at a concert.
Yeah.
Not saying that it makes it right, but it's, you know what I mean? It's too many people there. So.
Because there's two different aspects. There's the concert goer and then the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, the artist who wrote it can say it and sing it.
Yeah.
People
And
that
then-
look like the artist.
What do you mean by that?
People love dark pigmentation.
Like, oh, I thought you meant height.
Yeah, no. That's not right.
I'm just kidding.
No, but I do think like just be prepared. Like I do feel bad for Roddy in that situation. It's like that was a lot of people that said that. I can't lie. Like I heard it. I was like, damn.
It's like there's an old video they played Mo Bamba. I think it was at an LSU game, and they videotaped it.
Everyone.
Crowd was reflective, transparent crowd, and then two guys are filming it who can sing along, should I say?
Yeah.
And they're filming the whole crowd singing it, and I just thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, you can't do much let's say it as a concert goer. Are you really gonna go up to like all the white people that say it? I mean, you can, and you're very valid in doing it, but that's a lot of people to be like, hey, you know.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you've seen Donald Glover's stand-up special, but he's talking about the Kanye concert and how he was in Texas and it was all around white people, and then they all got to say the N-word, and then they all looked at him and they were like, "What are you gonna do now? We outnumber you."
It's weird because I feel like, especially I feel for the black people in the crowd, like
they can't.
Like it's hard. You know what I mean? It's just if you're white, just don't say it.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
I think that's
don't be like these two. They say it all the time.
Shut the fuck
Oh
up.
my god.
The bottom of the barrel is to not say it.
Yeah.
Or the top of the bare minimum you can do is not say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. All right. God, we already talked about so much. We're 52 minutes into this.
The Steelers.
Oh, you want to talk about the Steelers?
I guess it's sports time.
I guess it is sports time.
Sports time.
Okay, so big change for the Steelers.
Hate it.
Heinz Field being changed.
Fucking despise it.
So why? Why do you think that?
It's Heinz Field.
Yeah, that's what I think too, right?
So I think it's in Chicago. It's called the Chase Building, or it got renamed, and people still call it the Chase Building or the Chase Center. It's always going to be Heinz Field. There's so many things that happen at Heinz Field, and then it's not even a cool name.
What's the name?
It's something Shore.
Hey, imagine having to name your stadium after a corporate sponsor. Couldn't be me.
Don't
worry, we're getting to your stadium in a little bit.
Yeah, once they sell it.
Finally need to tear that bitch up.
Acrisure Stadium. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Heinz Field. That's better.
Iconic.
Acrisure Stadium. But we're losing franchise already.
Facts.
Yeah, you got a quarterback with small hands. Quarterback who sucks, Mr. Trubisky. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I didn't have to.
But that brings up the question is I think we see it like more and more often now that like every year you get like a new stadium or a new arena. I think it's a new name change. You know what I'm saying? Like last year.
The Guardians, Commanders.
No, but I'm talking about an actual stadium.
Oh.
A stadium or an arena. Like you get
Allegiant. The Raiders just got a new stadium in Vegas.
Rams a couple years ago.
Golden State. They changed Oracle to Chase Center.
And the Oakland A's still play at the old Raiders football, which is the worst venue in sports. It is. I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of it.
Okay, so that's kind of where we were going with
ask,
this.
right? You ask.
Oh, you want me to go? All right. Which sports arenas, in your personal opinion, do you think need to be renamed or renovated completely?
Oakland needs to move and renovate. I think they need to go to Montreal and just become the Expos again. Because they released the attendance records for the game. They said 5,000 people were at this random midweek game for the Oakland Athletics. And someone took a picture 10 minutes before game time. There were probably 500 people in the stands.
Ugh.
Of an MLB, which is like more than NBA, like not as big as the NFL, but you can fit a lot of people, especially in the Oakland Coliseum. and there were probably 500 people there.
That's wild.
They need to sell the franchise. They don't have any good prospects. They are bottom of the division, and they have I don't know if it's definitely not the oldest just because of Fenway Park and Wrigley Field, but they have one of the older, new, modern age
Stadiums.
They need to move.
For me, it's pretty simple. Lambeau Field has got to
Oh my god.
Tear it down. Tear it down.
Tear it to the fucking ground.
I hope you get demolished in these comments, man. I really hope you do.
Lambeau Field is easily the worst sports venue
Or at
in
least
America.
put a roof on it. Get modern.
It's easily the worst sports venue in America. Like, it's easy.
No, it's Oakland.
No, this is a very close second. Like, this is just dirty. Like, the color is green and yellow, like mustard yellow, like some shit I found in the fridge.
So how much of that opinion is out of your Cowboys bias?
I think it's just as a sports
All
fan,
of it.
I'm tired of most of it. Like, it's 2022. There shouldn't be snow on the goddamn fields. Like, can we play in a normal field?
I don't know. That sounds...
I shouldn't look in the crowd and there be open seats. Like, no, because nobody goes to the damn games. Like, we gotta
people go to Winners Packers games just to feel
No,
safe.
you're tripping.
The Packers games, bro. Every game has been sold out for like the past 30 years.
You're a liar.
I swear to God, you can't. I have to be on a wait list for like 10 years at least to get season tickets.
On that wait list. I hope.
Oh, I will be.
Because I
will be on that wait list.
wait list. Because when they tear that shit down because of me, I remember you still not gonna get tickets because they fill that crowd with empty people. Nobody in hell is gonna watch Green Bay games.
Everyone in the city of Green
White
Bay.
people.
There's like 100 people in there. Tiny ass stadium. Tiny ass.
See, okay.
Tear down Lambeau.
Sorry, Jerry World.
You're gonna get
worst place
Don't ever
ever.
mention Jared Wood the same shit.
Because he's got to open up the
Don't
ceiling so
ever
God
mention-
can watch his favorite team.
Nah, hey, at least.
Never mention Jared Wood the
Hey,
same sentence.
no. At least when the Packers are punting in their own stadium, they don't hit the scoreboard and they're not being blinded by kicks when
Just
they're
say-
trying
just
to
say-
catch it.
no,
Just say the Packers are broke and can't
Well,
get a scoreboard.
here's the-
just say the Packers are
broke?
Just say the Packers are broke and can't get a scoreboard. Our scoreboard is the nicest in the league. That's okay with me.
Oh yeah, it's just getting hit by
That's
punts
okay
and
with me.
stuff.
That shit don't bother me.
When was the last time that score?
Hey, that's rich people problems.
But when was the last time the scoreboard read Super Bowl champions?
The Green Bay Packers actually when they won it.
Yeah.
2021.
When was the?
Damn, we won a Super Bowl in your own stadium before y'all even won a playoff game.
Because nobody wants to play in fucking Lambeau. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Everybody wants to win a Super Bowl in Jerry's world. Not a single person wants to win in Lambeau.
Who?
Nobody wants to win in Lambeau.
Dakota ain't winning it.
Hey, the Cowboys don't even want to win in their own stadium.
Yeah.
We want to win.
Y'all want to win, you won't.
But I think Ethan brings up a good point though. Is that I
Lambeau
think
needs to go in the ground.
I think the vintage part about the weather games and the snow games are cool to look at, but I think
It's
for
old.
player health, player safety, and
the stadium was built pre
more entertaining because the Vikings got a lot of.
That's a stadium. That's a classy stadium. Y'all should take notes.
But the Vikings got a lot of hate for being in the NFC North and going indoor.
Yeah.
For like, oh, you're a bunch of pussies for playing indoor,
I agree.
climate controlled.
Detroit's indoor.
Huh?
Detroit's indoor, but right now Chicago and Green Bay are both outdoor.
Yeah,
So.
the two worst stadiums in America.
The thing is, I would say they're the most iconic. Like, yeah, obviously they're old and they're nowhere near as high class as Jerry World or Allegiant.
Say it again.
But they have so much history and so much legacy that there's a reason why they don't want to move out.
I don't care about that shit. Tear it down.
It's never gonna happen.
It's not gonna
It's
happen.
not gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Maybe like
Not in the near
It's not
future.
gonna happen?
Not in the near future. We should
not
say.
in the near future.
I'll make sure of it.
Soldier Field has a
I'll
bigger
make
chance.
sure of it.
Soldier Field has a bigger chance than Lambeau. Lambeau will be the last field to go into.
I agree.
I don't think so. I think Soldier will stay.
I mean,
No way.
more people use Soldier for anything.
look at it
than
like this.
Lambeau.
Even
Lambeau's-
Miami should go indoor.
Kanye had the damn Donda festival at Donda show at Soldier Field, right? Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna go. Ain't no way in hell Kanye bringing Dondas to Lambeau Field.
Okay, but they're also in Green Bay. That's different. Like I'm saying, like for a football stadium, Lambeau Field is iconic. They're not gonna change it just because.
It's okay. It's old.
It's like Fenway Park.
Yeah,
You
or
really-
Wrigley Field.
Don't
You
ever
really
mention those two in the same sentence as Lambeau.
no, well, but see,
Oh my
okay,
God.
he's just a hater, man.
People, the Yankees got flack for renovating Yankee Stadium, putting more seats in.
The Yankees moved it.
That was a long time ago.
No, but it's not. What's it called? Didn't the Yankees moved their city?
They renovated.
They
bro.
renovated it.
They're
Yeah,
still.
They played somewhere else while it was being renovated.
No, but even still, like that's not the same stadium that it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like they got flack for it. If Fenway does anything, or if the Red Sox do anything to Fenway Park, people would be upset just if they moved a seat section.
Shit, I mean, you can do that with like NBA arenas too, bro.
But the Kings should move and sell their franchise.
Oh yeah, I agree. The Kings are definitely need to be.
The Kings should go to Seattle. Let's be real.
Well, that's
Ethan?
the other thing too. LeBron, did
y'all?
y'all?
Kings. I'd rather watch the De'Aaron Fox.
Stop.
I don't know.
Stop.
Bro, see,
Keegan Murray?
Keegan Murray go.
I hope you.
He's gonna be underrated.
Nah, man. I hope you're watching this right now and go into the comments and just let Ethan know how dumb this take is, please.
It's not.
This is
Get
terrible,
rid of
right?
Lambo.
Right? Are we in agreement? X? Are we in
Get rid of
agreement?
Lambo.
I'm not gonna lie to you, just because of what y'all did to us.
Sink that.
See,
bitch.
okay, but the thing is, this is all.
burn it
It's
down.
all cowboy vibes.
This is all coming from the deep hatred they have for my organization.
See, we lost to the
I
Packers.
don't give a fuck. Burn that shit to the ground. I don't care.
Jerry's probably gonna build a new stadium in 2 years. And
Probably, and that shit gonna be nice as fuck.
yeah,
So I don't care.
No history though. Anyway,
No, it is. I just hate it in America. They see how I got a ring to it.
Look, we're
I
talking
don't know how long you guys want to go, but we can talk about the NBA for.
yeah. So actually, I just want to talk about the Kings a little bit quickly because
Can we talk about expansion too?
yes, because I was gonna go with that. Is I don't know if the Kings are gonna move anytime soon because Sacramento is California. They're talking about already expanding the league, and the reports have been that LeBron wants to have his own team after he retires, and there's a really good chance that happens. Because did y'all see that? He had stock in one of the English Premier League teams, and then ended up switching it to a Fenway Sports Group, owning stakes in that company. So now he's making he's got the billions behind him in that company. So that when he retires, if they want to build a franchise in Las Vegas, he's going to be the face.
He's got his Nike deal, his player deal.
Yeah.
But I think the expansion is going to come before LeBron is out and ready to buy a team.
I don't think so.
Because I think the top two destinations are easily Seattle and Las Vegas.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily. Because Vegas, even if the Oakland A's, they could move to Vegas, and then you have 3 major sports in Las Vegas, or 4. You have an NHL too. You'd have
They're bringing it to Austin, I think. I would assume so.
NFL or NBA.
Both. I think sports teams coming.
I think
to
there are
Austin.
too many in Texas already. I think they would like to
The thing
expand
is,
to
so
other markets.
the problem with the NFL getting another team in Texas is Jerry doesn't want it. Because when they were talking about the Raiders coming to San Antonio, he was one of the only owners who vetoed that. Because he would lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Obviously so. And then when you think about all the teams in Texas right now, the Rockets aren't going anywhere, the Mavericks aren't going anywhere. The Spurs, the thing is, I think they care about the people of San Antonio enough to where they're not going to move, right?
Yeah.
But it is a possibility for them to move to Austin. It
Okay.
makes sense because Austin's a bigger market.
I
right?
thought you meant out of state, but Austin does make a lot of sense, especially since it's one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Yeah, I don't want that at all, by the way.
No.
I'm a Spurs fan, San Antonio diehard, stay in the city.
Spurs are embedded within that San Antonio culture.
Yeah.
And if they go to Silicon, they don't call it Silicon Valley, they call it like Silicon.
Oh, in Vegas?
No, in Austin.
Oh, in Austin.
But I definitely think NBA expansion would be very welcomed, and I thoroughly enjoy seeing a Seattle Supersonics team and also a Vegas team because the Golden Knights in the NHL were the experiment because a lot of the big corporate people that would buy a team or expand a team and build a sort of venue like that were scared that there weren't a lot of local people in Las Vegas. It would be all tourist money.
Yeah.
But the Golden Knights proved that, went to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Their
and
first year.
yeah, and everyone was like, holy shit, Vegas is still a mountain of cash regardless if it's tourist money. So then the Raiders moved over. I think baseball is very close to moving to Las Vegas or Montreal. And then I think it's ever inevitable that an NBA team would either open up or relocate to Las Vegas.
I see it more likely that they expand because the game is already becoming so much more popular we were just talking about the European. Actually, we'll do that right now. Let's talk about top 5 European players after we, kind of move on with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the game expanding so much that the NBA adding 2 other teams in Seattle and Vegas would be really good for the league.
Or you can even go to Mexico City. They have
That's
one
what
in
I want to see.
Toronto.
Honestly,
Mexico
Mexico City would be
really
cool. Yeah, I agree. I know they were talking about maybe getting an NFL team in London.
I think London's gonna
There's
get
a
one.
lot of logistical problems with that.
It's schedule and travel.
Yeah, that's the big
London's
thing.
gonna get one.
I think they will eventually get one, but
They'll get
they've
one.
got to figure. I
They
think
just have to find a way around it, bro. Because when you think about
when money talk, they gonna get it.
no, I mean money talks for sure, but I'm saying you already think about how fatigued you are on a flight from LA to New York, right? if you're doing that flight from LA to London,
I don't think they'd put them in the same division as LA.
that's
though.
fucking crazy. I mean, but I'm saying like at any point you play every other team or you play every team within a 4-year span, I think, right?
And imagine having a Monday night game, and then or even
A Thursday
having
night.
a Sunday game and a Thursday game,
Yep.
and having to go to London.
I know I'm getting paid $25 million a year. I gotta try. I gotta fly from London to LA. And
Well, it's all about player health.
It's about the health of the player.
Bro, they be fine, bro. These guys get enough rest in. They be fine, bro. Be fine. Your NBA players talk all the time about how they barely have practice. They practice maybe 10 times a year. NFL players will be fine.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But all right, let's finish this episode off strong. Let's do our top 5 European NBA players of all time. Nolan, you're our guest. Let's start with you, man.
Y'all gave me a little bit more time to think.
I'll start.
Okay, then go ahead.
Top 5,
Yeah.
right? If the NBA were to end today, 1 is OG White Jesus, Dirk. 2, Pau Gasol. 3, Marc Gasol. 4, Luka. Oh no, terrible list. I forgot somebody's name. I'll start over. 1, Dirk. 2, Giannis. 3, Pau Gasol. 4, Marc Gasol. 5, Luka.
Okay.
I am gonna go. Me and Ethan were arguing about this earlier. I'm gonna go. Dirk is the best European player of all time. Giannis, I still have him at 2nd. You had Pau at 3. I'm going Tony Parker at 3. Then I'll go Pau at 4. And then it's kind of a toss-up between Luka and Jokic at this point, I feel like.
Oh, I forgot.
I was going to say Jokic.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Jokic.
better than Marc Gasol.
he's definitely better than.
He's better than Tony Parker.
Does Marc Gasol have
Right.
1 Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah.
And then Jokic has back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah. So we were arguing about Pau Gasol and Tony Parker. That was like where our
Okay.
list
Yeah, I
kind
keep
of.
forgetting players' names. I'm gonna redo my list.
Okay, I'll go.
Hey, we forgot about Manu Ginobili too.
Yeah,
That's
I'll go.
Argentina.
We could
We
do a
tried
top 10, but
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you're right.
I'll go Dirk, Giannis,
I said foreign.
Jokic, Pau. I mean, we're looking 20 years down the line.
No, it's the NBA ended today. The NBA ended
Okay,
today.
Luka.
Okay, we got
Luka's just skill. It's just
we got the same
I'm
list.
taking him over Mark. I'm
going.
taking him over.
I'm going Dirk, Giannis, Jokic, Pau, and Luka at 5. And then maybe shout out Drazen Petrovic. You'd have been my honorable
Hey,
mention.
Sabonis
R.I.P.
too, man.
Hakeem,
Keem's Nigerian, buddy.
he's international.
He said,
Yeah, when we say European, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I thought foreign.
He's been
so
stewing over there for a minute.
I said foreign. I thought Manu Ginobili. Yeah.
Where was Kareem born?
Who?
Kareem,
He's American.
American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
He changed his name.
Yeah,
Luau Cinder.
Lou Alcindor.
UCLA.
He's from New York.
The greatest.
Well, yeah. I think we've basically covered everything that we wanted to talk about on this podcast. But as you know, we always like to let our viewer take over.
I guess.
PSA our guest. Our guests take over, do the PSA at the end of the episode. So floor is yours, Nolan. What do you want to tell our viewers?
I'd like to tell you guys to buy Bitcoin. I'm losing a lot of money right now. Buy stock in Bitcoin. Buy stock in the Detroit Pistons. Shout out Marcus. Buy stock in the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll win one in about 20 years. Let's see. Never go on a vacation again and get COVID. And never break up with your best friend.
End the episode. End the fuck it off of me.
All right.
Hands off
White
me.
Boy Wonder. It's been a pleasure, boys. Thank you for having me back.
Hey, you know what, Nolan?
Thanks for having me on, sir.
It's been a great time. I'm glad we got to see you, bring you back onto the show. And if you liked seeing Nolan, let us know in the comments, and we'll bring him back onto the podcast.
OnlyFans is linked down below.
No, it's not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. For the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton, I'm Gage Sutton, 007. We'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.